Most people buying a used car make the exact same mistake. They pick the right brand, the right model, do their research, and then get completely blindsided by one number they never checked: the year. Because here is what the dealership will never tell you. Buying the wrong year of the right car costs just as much as buying the wrong car entirely. Sometimes more. We pulled NHTSA complaint databases, CarComplaints records, and RepairPal data on 5 of the most popular vehicles in America. What we found was not pretty. One model had a single year with over 3,700 government complaints, while the year before it had just 512. Same car, 12 months apart, completely different financial disaster. Stay until the end, because the last one follows a rule that applies to every single car on this list. And once you know it, you will never shop for a used car the same way again. Toyota Camry. The Camry has been America's best-selling sedan for over 20 years. That reputation is real, but it created a dangerous side effect. People buy Camrys without checking the year because they assume the name guarantees quality. It does not. Not for every year. The years 2007, 2008, and 2009 are the ones that expose this myth completely. All 3 share the 2AZ-FE 4-cylinder engine, and that engine has one catastrophic flaw. It burns oil. Not a little oil. We are talking 1 to 3 quarts gone every few hundred miles, with no warning light, no leak, nothing visible. The engine just consumes it silently until the day it seizes. And that day often comes before 100,000 miles. The 2007 model alone generated 3,703 NHTSA complaints. The 2006 Camry, same platform, 1 model year earlier, had 512. That gap does not happen by accident. It happens when a fundamental engine defect slips through into production and owners start paying the price. The 2010 and 2011 models added another layer: documented cases of unintended acceleration and a dashboard that would literally melt on hot days, becoming sticky, reflective, and dangerous in direct sunlight. The 2018 redesign brought brake failure complaints and powertrain jerkiness that had owners filing hundreds of reports within the first year. The years to buy: 2013, 2016, 2017, and anything from 2021 onward. Those generations worked out the engine problems and delivered exactly what the Camry name promises. But if the Camry has years that betray the reputation, wait until you hear what the most beloved compact car in America hid inside its worst generation. Honda Civic. The Honda Civic sits at number 3 on RepairPal's reliability rankings out of 36 compact cars. Average annual repair cost: $368. That is the overall picture. The year-by-year picture is very different. The 2001 Civic is the worst Honda Civic ever made. Not an opinion. It is documented. CarComplaints lists it with 1,228 complaints, more than any other Civic model year in history. The 4-speed automatic transmission was built with defective materials that burned through transmission fluid before failing completely. Average replacement cost: $2,320. Average mileage when it happened: 105,000 miles. Honda never issued a recall. They let owners absorb the cost. Then came the 8th generation. The 2006 and 2007 Civics introduced a new problem: cracked engine blocks. Coolant would leak internally, mix with oil, cause overheating, and in many cases trigger complete engine failure. Honda extended the warranty on some affected vehicles, but only for a limited time. Anyone who bought one of these used outside that window paid out of pocket. The 2016 Civic looks clean on paper. New generation, fresh design, modern features. But it accumulated 964 NHTSA complaints in its first years on the road, mostly centered on the AC system. Condenser failures, compressor failures, evaporator failures, all cycling through on the same car, sometimes multiple times. One owner in Phoenix described replacing the same AC component 3 times and still driving in 110-degree heat with no cold air. Buy a 2013, 2014, 2015, or anything from 2017 to 2020 instead. Those years earned the reputation the 2001 damaged. The F-150 is next. And one specific year of America's most popular truck will make the Civic's transmission story look mild: Ford F-150. The F-150 has been the best-selling vehicle in America for 42 consecutive years. Buyers trust it, and most years, that trust is justified. But the 2004 and 2005 models carried one of the most expensive engine defects ever documented in a mass-market vehicle. The 5.4-liter Triton Vive 8 engine used a 2-piece spark plug design that fused itself to the aluminum cylinder head over time. When mechanics tried to remove them during a routine service, the plugs broke off inside the engine. Extraction cost, $300 to $600 per plug. Multiply that by 8 cylinders, and you are looking at $1,200 to $1,500 just to change spark plugs. The 2004 model finished with 1,170 car complaints entries and 16 recalls. The 2005 added an airbag that would spontaneously deploy while driving, and gas tank straps that corroded and allowed the tank to drag beneath the chassis. The 2018 F-150 tells a different story. The complaint count is not the highest on record, but Car Complaints rates it the worst model year anyway, because the problems appear at lower mileage and cost more to fix. Engine stalling, transmission failures, issues surfacing under 50,000 miles just outside warranty. That is the most dangerous kind of problem. And if you are tempted by the 2021 Power Boost Hybrid, do not. Consumer Reports gave it a reliability score of 4 out of 100 in 2022. Not 40, not 14, 4. They described it as one of the worst-rated vehicles they had ever tested. Buy a 2009, 2019, or 2020 instead. Those years delivered what the F-150 name is supposed to mean. Next up is a trap that has caught millions of buyers who thought they were making the smart, affordable choice. Nissan Rogue and Altima Nissan has been installing CVT transmissions across almost their entire lineup since 2007. The technology promised smoother acceleration and better fuel economy. What it delivered for hundreds of thousands of owners was a repair bill between $3,500 and $8,000 right after the warranty expired. The 2013 through 2018 Altima and Rogue are the worst offenders. The failure pattern is always the same: shuddering at low speeds first, then a whining noise under acceleration, then one day, complete loss of power while the engine is still running. The CVT cooling system Nissan installed was documented as insufficient for the heat the transmission generates. The fluid breaks down, internal components wear, and eventually the whole unit fails. Nissan's powertrain warranty covers CVT problems for 5 years or 60,000 miles. The failures tend to show up at 70,000 to 90,000 miles. That gap is not a coincidence. If you want a Nissan, look at 2019 and newer where the CVT was improved, or step sideways entirely to the Toyota RAV4 for equivalent money without the transmission gamble. The rule that changes everything here is what every car on this list has in common. The Toyota Camry's worst years came at the start of a new engine generation. The Civic's worst years came at the start of new design generations. The F-150's most problematic models were first-year redesigns. The Nissan CVT problems exploded when Nissan pushed the technology into larger, more powerful vehicles it was not originally designed for. The rule writes itself: never buy the first year of a redesign. When automakers launch a new generation, early buyers become the real-world test group. The engineers work out the problems in year 2 and year 3 on someone else's car. The people who bought year 1 pay for that education. The smartest used car purchase is always a model in its second or third year of a generation. The bugs are resolved, the price has dropped from new, and the reliability data already exists. You are buying the car the manufacturer meant to build the first time. This channel exists to give you the data before you hand over the check. Next video, we go model by model through the best specific years to actually buy. Subscribe so you do not miss it.